Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is your boy, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps me remain motivated to continue making a variety of different type of videos on this channel as a legally blind YouTube content creator, and would help this channel grow. Right. For my second or third video today, the first one is actually uploading as we speak. Okay. I have seen, you know what? I'm not going to mention this YouTuber's name beyond what is insinuated in the title of this video. Okay, I'm just gonna call him the Merman. Okay, I have seen the Merman's response. Okay, the first thing that came to my mind is, hi, every British politician called, they want their apology scriptwriter back. Okay, because listen, some of you might not know this. I have lived in England for about 5.5 years. Okay, this response, this disingenuousness of this response, it reminded me of every British politician when they basically get caught with their pants down, or when they get caught doing something they shouldn't be doing. This is the type of response that I have seen come out of them. Like, at least when they do it here in America, it's a bit more convincing. What is it that Family Guy said? Like, very well, sir. If you want to live peaceably, we will have to use our superior linguistic skills to convince you to leave. Those who know Family Guy, which episode I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean. And this is what it felt like. There's some Akkad dude. Okay, let me just call him that. Akkad dude. Okay. He has a name, and it almost felt, I mean, he had some responses as well, defending what he is doing. Good Lord. Okay, Merman's response wasn't as bad and as cringe as the Akkad dude, but still, it was somewhere there. Okay, it's like overly scripted, overly rehearsed, and there's this tendency of like just beating about the bush, like not coming to the straight accusations, just circumventing or circumambulating just a little bit like around the topic, because the man Deo actually provided hard-hitting evidence. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, I used to be subscribed to the Merman's channel, and it was insinuated that, okay, these are their responses, these are the scammers' responses, and all this and all that. Not once was it mentioned that it was a reenactment. And the response, the apology response, the clarification response was so, like, honestly, this is a slap to the face. They go around saying that, oh, well, documentaries do it. Documentaries use reenactments. They're not real. Yes, here's the thing. You're not a documentary. You're a scam baiter. Okay? There are content, or there are YouTubers, or there is content out there that depicts, the stories of scammers. There they use distortion and like hired actors and whatnot. Yes, they use that. I have seen news reports do that. Yes, they're exposing scammers too. They're not scam baiters. They're news channels. They're documentary channels. Yeah, and who says a scam baiter can't do this? Yeah, listen, your YouTube channel, you can do whatever you want. I mentioned in my previous video, you are free to do your action. The perception of your action, you almost have no control over. Okay, the perception of your action is based on the perceiver. Okay, it comes off as something extremely disingenuous. Okay, because see, now when I come across MURRLYNN'S videos, okay, the TV shows that come to mind are Cheaters and Dog the Bounty Hunter. Okay, they might be based off real events, but they're all scripted. I won't say it's as scripted as pro wrestling. And yes, pro wrestling is scripted for the one person who didn't know. Yeah, but still, it feels very, very scripted. Okay, and notice he was using that excuse to implicitly mask the fact that there were some errors with the editing, and multiple mouse pointers were not available on the screen. The time, the times on the screens were wrong, and he basically deflected that as these are YouTube, some of them are YouTube channels who are jealous and who need to create tension. Listen, Merman and all of their sheep followers, okay, the scam baiting industry is a very niche audience, a very, very niche audience. It is to the point where, yeah, I compare scam baiters, but I don't like to see any rivalry amongst them. Okay? Because you guys are like maybe like 10, 15, 20 people, like the more significant ones. You guys have no wiggle room to fight with with each other. It's not like it's not like other YouTube content where there are like hundreds and hundreds of. It's not like YouTube gaming streamers. Okay, there are several gaming streaming channels. The scam baiting industry is very niche. The Merman also went to say that he doesn't do 3-hour calls. That's not efficient. Hi, buddy. What you are doing is not that efficient either. Okay? You want to stop every scammer and try to cause them, you try to cause them losses and whatnot. Listen, I told you, I come from their part of the world. They'll find a way to make that money back. They'll find a way. 1 or 2 call flooders are not going to do anything. You want efficient? Okay? You want efficient? Look up the work Trilogy Media is doing. And by the way, Trilogy Media has nothing to be jealous of your relatively tiny channel. Okay, people like Trilogy Media, Jim Brown, and by the way, I believe these people were actually featured in the news. Who knows? Maybe even Pierogi, because I've seen a few of them, get featured. Yeah. What they're doing, boots on the ground, some of them boots on the ground, they actually intercept and catch them. Is this going to stop scamming? No. Of course not. Because listen, do you want to know how intricate and how deep, just an idea of how penetrated the dark web and the scammers are? Okay, there's a very well-known database. It actually caught one of the large educational institutes in the United Kingdom. It caught them off guard, and this institute had to pay the ransom to get that data back. This is all I'm going to say about it. I received an email about it, okay, and I verified it to be true. So this is all I'm going to say about it. So scam baiters, yeah, they'll cause a few bump in the roads, but realistically, are they going to stop? Are they going to stop scammers? No, because this is all tied to human greed. All of it is tied to not necessarily desperation, but mostly to human greed, who exploit desperation. Okay? Can you get rid of human greed? Absolutely not. This is why communism failed in each and every country that it has ever been implemented in, because of human greed. So, this is all I have to say about the disingenuous response by the merman. All the British politicians called, they want their apology scriptwriter back. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm not going to post the link to that video. I'm not going to. Hey, he thinks that he thinks, oh, thanks for giving my channel. This is, look how dumb this response is. Oh, thanks for giving my channel more exposure and whatnot. That is the first thing. That is the first thing a politician-minded idiot will have to say. Thanks for giving my channel more exposure. That deflective statement. Listen, buddy. My expertise is in human intelligence and how the human brain thinks and processes information in several situations. Alright? If my content earlier on this channel didn't make it clear already. Anyways, to the rest of you, please do hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, and leave your comments in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys think of the response. If you think it is genuine, please do let me know as well, and let's engage in a fruitful discussion, because the more information, the more perspectives I have, I am very willing to change my stance. Alright? I'm very willing to change my stance. And before we leave, the merman mentioned something about, staying safe and the scammers are a mafia. Yeah, and birds go tweet. So what? How do all the other scam baiters, almost all of them, get away with showing their face and still remaining safe and still having boots on the ground? Okay? And only you're the one who gets to make that excuse because of one guy who got into trouble by the feds here because he got a bit too trigger happy. I told you, British politician response. I'm looking forward to all of your feedback in the comment section below, and please hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification button. This is your boy Tanveer Saad, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.